WTIM Ag Podcasts anytime.
Your information station, WTIM.
And you are listening to WTIM, your information station. It's time now for the WTIM Morning Show. I'm your host, Tim Zalabak, and thanks so much to our live stream sponsors, People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, in Landmark of Taylorville, where you always do better with Landmark. We have Jay Bollinger in studio now, Community Health Coordinator over at Taylor Memorial. Jay, how are you this morning?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely, and thanks for coming back in.
Yeah.
Almost reaching the new year, 2025, and some new fresh topics to talk about when we're talking about community health needs, areas of need in the community. Let's kind of start with that. How do you formulate these? Where do these come from?
Yeah, so this is like a 6-month process. Sure. It's a pretty lengthy process, and we started back in pretty much August of last year, collecting data through different third-party companies that we use, and really just gathering information on what the health is like of Christian County. And then we compile that with a community health survey, and we send out a survey to community members, and we really rely on their feedback on what they think is the best needs and the most pressing things from the health side of things in the community. And then we compile all of that together, and then we select 3 or 4 priorities that we really want to address. And part of that is we have an external advisory committee that we form with key stakeholders in the community and gather input from them. And then, like I said, once all of that data is collected, then we sit down with an internal advisory committee to make those selections and rank, all of that data to then come up with our top 3 priorities. So
a 6-month process there. Now, I was interested in all the different ways, qualitatively, quantitatively, this data that you're getting from people in the community. Where have we shaken out? What are the 3-4 needs that we found over?
Yeah, so heart disease and stroke, mental health, and access to primary care providers are the top 3 that we're going to focus on for the next 3 years. Okay. So I'm really looking forward to kind of digging in and really trying to come up with some strategies to be able to address these issues. I think heart disease, if you look across the board at the data in Christian County, heart disease and stroke is by far number 1. The data that supports that is kind of shocking, that it's not good. So we really want to try to address that. And then obviously mental health, that's a national crisis. And I don't think, unfortunately, that is going anywhere anytime soon. So just trying to find ways to be able to address mental health, especially in rural communities like Christian County. It's very hard because, and that kind of goes into my next one, but access to primary care providers and even mental health services. We're limited in rural health to be able to have primary care providers and mental health providers. A lot of mental health providers are in Springfield or our surrounding communities, and it really puts a limitation on how people can gain access to, mental health when they really need it. So I'm just trying to come up with some strategies around education and other services that are offered besides having an actual primary, or not primary care, but mental health provider, using resources like 988 and things like that are really important. So
I'm just learning what the needs are. That feels like it's half the battle right there. And then you guys got to enact things to kind of target these. Let's just start with heart disease and stroke. You mentioned education right there. Hopefully more, extension and TMH classes over there, just teaching heart healthy stuff. But I mean, and these are all really forming together well with access to primary physicians. But is there a second part of this process where you really take a deep look into where do we go and then how do we help these areas of need? Now we know what they are.
Yeah. So once the community health needs assessment is done, then what we do is we formulate what's called a community health implementation plan. And that implementation plan is where we come up with strategies on how we're going to address these issues. So, okay, we've uncovered all of the needs of the community. Now let's do something about that. For instance, like we have a free cooking classes that we partner up with the extension office on. We host those 3 times a year. We actually have one coming up next week at the hospital, so you guys can jump on the Taylorville Facebook page and sign up for that. But yeah, we have cooking classes. We are getting ready to kick off our first annual walkathon. That's going to be held January 2nd through January 31st, and that is free to any and all who want to participate. If you log 10 miles, you get a free t-shirt. You can utilize the Taylorville High School track. You can walk at home on your treadmill in your community, or you can go to the Christian County YMCA, all free of charge. So we really wanted to take and eliminate some of the barriers to be able to allow people to participate in this event. So even if you're not a member of the YMCA, you can go and utilize their facilities during the month of January to participate in the walkathon.
So we are already seeing this implementation there for heart disease and on the stroke end right there. That'll also help out mental health there, just exercise, but a great way for the community to get involved there. Do you have something else you want?
Yeah, I think just, again, going back on the mental health thing, resources are very limited here. So trying to come up with ways to address mental health that might not seem like it's addressing mental health, but it really is. Like you wouldn't imagine, but like a walkathon can actually help promote mental health, because the better health, the better mental state you're in, a better attitude, just overall can help with a lot of that. So we're excited to get started and get going on these projects. It's been a long time coming and a lot of work to get to this point, but to see some light at the end of the tunnel is really great. And we've gotten a lot of support and excitement from the community, and we're looking forward to getting started.
I'm loving hearing about the support and the partnerships, TMH, YMCA, and then whoever else you guys pick up along the way here. I wanted to move down the list there to mental health. It feels like maybe a two-prong. I want you to kind of tell us what it is really. Access to primary care providers, that's a huge part for mental health there. Is there a stigma as we get more southern and into more rural areas about getting treatment for mental health? Is that part of the problem?
100%. Yeah, I think if you look at access to primary care providers and mental health, they can go kind of hand in hand. Sure. We do have a low amount of primary care providers in the area, so just urging people to stay on top of their health and utilize access primary care providers. Go find a doctor, visit that doctor, get your yearly checkups done, get your blood pressure checked, your A1C levels, all of that. It's very important. It's better to find out about health concerns before they get bigger and then having to try to address them. I think also too, if you look at the number of people that utilize our emergency departments for minor things that could be taken care of by primary care providers, I think it will help alleviate some of the issues that we're having in our ED with overcrowding and things like that. So again, just, providing resources and really the education on the importance of going to see your primary care provider on a regular basis.
Absolutely. And when it comes to access to primary care providers, is it that we have less of them in rural areas, or how will Memorial Health go about getting more? Is it a problem of just too little, or are people not utilizing it enough?
I think it's a little bit of both. I think you see, and especially in rural health, that there aren't a lot of providers in this area. It's hard to attract providers to a rural community. But I think, I've been here a little over a year now, and I would tell any primary care provider that's maybe looking to expand or come in, like Christian County and any rural community, they're great, and everybody supports everybody. And that's really what I love about small town communities like this, and is everybody helps, everybody's got each other's backs,
Sure.
And so again, I think it's twofold. I think it's a lack of providers and then a lack of people utilizing the providers that we do have.
Sure.
And I don't know if that's out of fear. I know some people are like, oh, I don't want to hear bad news, so I'm just not going to go to the doctor. But again, we we want to try to educate people on the importance of making sure you're going to get your checkups and all of that, and staying on top of your health.
Absolutely. Learning all the things we need to about this community health needs assessment that'll be enacted in 2025 here. We're going to learn all the implementation plans and then how this is going to be seen out in the community. Jay, we got much more to talk about in this back half here. Any wrap-up words for this first segment here?
No, I think just thanks for having me in, and I'm glad to be able to come in and talk about this. I think it's very important. And the people, I want the people of Christian County to know that their voice didn't go unheard. Even in some of the priorities that we didn't select that were still relatively high on the rating scale, we have to also think about the feasibility of things. So just because one thing ranked really high, what's the feasibility of us being able to actually do something about that? So a lot of that goes into play when selecting these priorities, and so again, we're just excited to get the word out and then get these projects started.
Absolutely. These are realistic and achievable type of goals.
Yeah. We don't want to select something that we can't really control or have any way to put a dent in it. And then, it makes us look bad whenever we're going and saying, hey, we're going to try to address this, and we can't do anything about it. So
that's Jay Bollinger right there, community health coordinator over at Taylorville Memorial Hospital, again, talking all about the community health needs assessment. More when we come back on this WTIM morning show. You've been listening to WTIM, your information station.
Your information station, WTIM.
Find out all the great things happening in the Pana area on the WTIM Pana Morning Show, Tuesdays from 8:40 till 10. You'll hear interviews with Pana area community, nonprofit, and business leaders each week. The WTIM Pana Morning Show is brought to you by these sponsors.
Our title sponsor, People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, along with Pizza Man, Noren's Hardware, Your Pana Save-A-Lot, Whiskey Bill's Saloon and Liquor Emporium, and Locked and Loaded Limited.
Looking for top-notch equipment or event rentals in Christian County and beyond? Discover Rural Rentals in Taylorville, your trusted partner for quality and service. As a family-owned business, we take pride in offering a wide range of rentals, from tools and excavators to tables, chairs, and linens for your special events. We're committed to delivering exceptional service and unbeatable value. Experience the difference of working with a local business that puts you first. Visit us at Rural Rentals, 1001 North Cheney Street in Taylorville, where quality and community come together.
A new year is upon us.
It's more than just a new year. It's a new season.
But not the kind of season you think.
We look forward to a new season of grace, peace, and civility.
Unlike the seasons dictated by the Earth's rotation, this new season of hope, mercy, and love won't change until we change.
Until we start listening instead of shouting.
Until we see each other as allies and not adversaries.
Until we put others first and agendas last.
Change starts with our words,
our actions,
and our hearts.
Give a smile,
a compliment,
a thank you note,
a donation to charity,
an email to praise excellent customer service,
a pocket full of $5 gift cards for random people doing good.
At the very least, never underestimate the power of please and thank you.
Because yours may be the only one they hear today.
Here's to the new year.
Here's to the changing season.
We pray it's change for the better.
A message of comfort from Jansen's Heating and Air.
Hi everyone, Nicole Patrick here, your new local country financial representative at 917 West Bresser in Taylorville. I'm proud to recognize the Tornado student athletes that represent our community by being the exclusive sponsor of the WTIM Nicole Patrick Country Financial Player of the Game. During Tornado sports broadcasts this school year, WTIM announcers will select a player at the end of each game who will receive a certificate for being named our Player of the Game. Good luck to all the teams this season, and go Tornadoes!
Just Beds are the yawn exterminators, and they can give you a better night's sleep. Choose from Bemco, Chatham & Wells, Sealy, Simmons, and Tempur-Pedic. Find out the many models and styles available on their updated website by clicking their icon at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
Hello, this is Dr. Bill Byers, and winter is here, along with all those aches, pains, and injuries. So let me or Dr. Harbert at Byers Chiropractic in Pana help you with all those needs. For more information, go to byerschiro.com or click on my banner ad at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
Your
Welcome back into WTIM, your information station in the midst of our WTIM morning show with Jay Bollinger, Community Health Coordinator over at Taylorville Memorial Hospital. Before we move, thanks so much to our live stream sponsors, People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, and Landmark of Taylorville, where you always do better with Landmark. We talked all about the Community Health Needs Assessment, heart disease and stroke, mental health, and access to primary care providers, kind of rounding out those top three of the very most important things for Memorial Health System. Let's talk about this walkathon that's going on. I know there's a partnership there that's formed, and this is all just to help the community health out there. Jay, how did this come to be?
Yeah, we're really excited about this. This is year one. We have over 140 people signed up so far. We have a great relationship with the Taylorville High School and Christian County YMCA, where people can come out and log some laps and log some miles over the month of January and get a free T-shirt while doing it. So I think it's just a way. January, obviously, you see a lot of gym memberships spike. People want to get back into shape and set New Year's resolutions, and what better way to start that new year off with a walkathon. So, like I said, you log 10 miles and you get a free T-shirt. You can sign up, go to the Taylorville Memorial Facebook page, and there's registration information on our Facebook page to sign up for that. You can also go to the Christian County YMCA and there's sign up information there. We try to make everything as seamless as possible. So you scan a QR code, sign up, put all your information in, you answer a pretty quick pre-assessment of just kind of, we want to see where your health is at and kind of what you're wanting to get out of this walkathon before we get started. And then each week I'm going to be sending out a leaderboard of where the participants land each week and who's putting in the most miles. Cool. So I'm really excited to kind of kick this thing off. I think too, we really, and I had said this in the first segment, we really wanted to try to limit as many barriers, take away as many barriers as possible for people to be able to participate in this walkathon. And one of those being free access to the YMCA during the month of January for those interested in participating in the walkathon. So I encourage anybody, even if you're not a member of the Y, go out there. I think it also is a great opportunity to kind of show off the Y and show off a lot of the new things that, I don't know if you've been out to that gymnasium yet, but it is unreal. Like you step into that gym and you don't even feel like you're in the Christian County YMCA anymore compared to what it was previously with the concrete floors and all of that. So I think it's just a great way to go out and check out the new weight room, check out the new gym, check out the improvements and the construction with the gym or with the pool, and just a lot of exciting things. So go out there, take advantage of that. Obviously, we're very, very thankful for the Taylorville School District Superintendent and the principal out there, Matt Hutchison at the high school. They've been great to work with. They're allowing us to utilize the track for this as well. So even on days where you think, oh, January, I don't know if I want to walk outside. Well, it's perfect weather right now. You're talking 40s, 50s. Yeah. So, that's something where you could definitely get out and walk. And so we encourage individuals to go out to the high school track and log laps there as well. But what you will find is when you're at each location, there will be a QR code with a sign with a QR code on there on how to track your miles and log your miles. So we just encourage individuals to do that. So I can get ready to send out that email each week. I'm excited to kind of see, like, I've already had people emailing me being like, I'm going to win this thing. And it's kind of nice to see the competitive edge come out in people. I think a lot of these people are like, I'm going way over the 10 miles, and that's what we want. Sure. The minimum is 10. Yeah. I'd love to see people, walk 5-6 miles a day and see those numbers get up there. So, I think having that leaderboard is really going to light a fire under some people to really get excited to be like, oh, Steve's number 2. I got to get above Steve, or whatever, whoever it is. But again, I'm just excited to be able to and grateful for the partnerships to be able to make this happen.
You get that competitive spark out there. There's no telling what's going to happen, but you're going to get participation.
Yeah.
We're going to get better community health out of this, and
For
what a great deal. Free access to the YMCA if we do get some snow in January right there.
Yeah.
There's just so many ways for people to participate, and this is a great one. Jay, we are totally out of time. Great, it's been a great conversation. Last minute here with websites or places we can go just for more information on this.
Yeah, the community health needs assessment is live on memorial.health. So we encourage everybody to go to Memorial Health's website and find all of the information on there. So if you do want to take some time to read through the needs assessment, that is on the website. And then really just stay active on our Facebook page. We do a great job with trying to put all of the information out there about activities and different things that are going on within the health system. So again, this is a good time to get that done.
Perfect. Jay, thank you so much for joining us
Thank
today.
you.
Happy New Year to you.
You as well.
Absolutely. That's Jay Bollinger, Community Health Coordinator over at Taylorville Memorial Hospital on our WTIM Morning Show. Thanks for tuning in.
The Big 870 WTIM Assumption Taylorville, 96.1 W241 CF Taylorville, 107.5 W298 CD.